Guys, the Note 10 Plus is so epic, and I have found 10 tips, tricks, and hidden features exclusive to the Note 10 and Note 10 Plus. Now you can do things like 3D scanning, measuring objects, sketching on your calendar, and I think it's gonna blow your mind. Also, stay until the end of the video because I have some free Note 10 and Note 10 Plus wallpapers for you guys to download. So let's get into it. So first up is 3D scanning. Did you know that you can download a 3D scanning app from the Galaxy Store? You just head on over there, type in 3D scanner. This is what the app looks like. And then all you do is install it, and now you can start scanning 3D objects. Unfortunately, this is only on the Note 10 Plus because that has the depth sensor. But essentially what you do once you've downloaded the 3D scanning app is you actually do a whole 360-degree turn around your objects. So here I was using a plushie toy simply because they work the best, because they don't give off reflections. And bam, just like that, you now have this teddy bear as a 3D object on your phone. And on top of that, what you can then do is actually attach the 3D object to you. And what I mean by that is when you move around, the 3D object moves with you, just as you see here. So I was just doing a bit of flossing. And then you can also send your 3D object as a rotating GIF, just like this, or a picture to any of your contacts. Now this one is super nifty, and you may have heard of it before. It's called Samsung DeX, but if you don't know what it does, it essentially takes your Note 10 or Note 10 Plus device and turns it into a computer. So all you need is your device and then a USB-C to USB cable. You connect that into your device and then the USB part, of course, into your computer. And then you can operate your phone as though it is a computer. So here it is. This is my entire device. And why this is so unique to the Note 10 line is because with previous devices, you actually had to have a docking station, but now you can drag and drop files from your computer to your phone with ease, only using a cable. On to Quick Measure. So this is an app that already comes pre-installed on your Note 10 Plus device. However, not on the Note 10, unfortunately. But either way, this is a really nifty app because if you open it up, what this app does using the depth sensor is it literally senses the depth of an object and how far away it is from you. What you can also do is manually measure the width, depth, and height of an object. What it also does is auto-detects the shape and size of something. So here it auto-detected the circumference of these earbud holders. But over here, you can see with the succulent, it easily detected the depth, width, and height, as well as with this object. And once it's done that, you can then even choose to pin the sizes onto these objects. So it's almost like an augmented reality with measurements. And what you can then do is take pictures and use them later for reference, or even send them via email, WhatsApp, you name it. Now this one is a massive time saver and I use it all the time. So did you know there is a handwriting to text option on your Note 10 devices? You can literally handwrite whatever it is you want and it automatically turns it into text, just like you see in here. And what's even more crazy is if you go into Notes and handwrite out something, just like you see me doing here, you can actually then select this note and say extract text, and it'll extract all the text. And look, it even works with this brush. I now even use this to respond to Instagram comments like this because it works so well, and definitely try it out. Now, we all know that the S Pen can do some pretty nifty things, but there is a lot more to it than just taking a selfie or activating the camera. And you'll be amazed at all the different things it can do. So now, Samsung have introduced something called Air Motion, where you can control the camera or perhaps even the gallery, all using the S Pen and Air Motions. But the cool thing is, in settings, under Air Actions, you can actually program the S Pen to do certain things. So here you can see the various apps that the S Pen works with, and within these settings or in those applications you can decide what functions do certain things. So if you double click the pen, you can tell it to open up Instagram or another app. And then aside from that, as I mentioned, there are only certain apps that work completely with the S Pen, and within these settings you can choose to change the gestures, the different motions, what tapping does, all that jazz. It's so cool. Now, did you know that if you head on over to the calendar application on your Note 10 device, you can actually sketch on the calendar itself, and this is so epic. So you can choose whatever color you want, whatever pen, and whatever pen thickness you'd like, and from there you can actually sketch on your calendar. So if you have specific days that you need to block out for, I don't know, a holiday maybe, you can pop that on your calendar so you definitely do not forget about it. Or if you have a special event like I do on the 16th, I penciled it in and also crossed out some days that have already gone past. But what I really love about this is once you select save, all the notes that you've jotted down on your calendar stay there, and of course you can always come back, erase some things, or add to your calendar, make some more notes, but it stays there constantly on your calendar, which I love. Another seriously nifty thing you can do on your Note 10 devices is if you click on the quick S Pen menu and select the translate option, what this allows you to do is actually really quickly hover over any word, no matter whether it's on a website or Instagram, you name it, and it'll instantly automatically translate that word which you're hovering over to your selected language. So here you can choose what language you would like it to translate to. So I just selected German, and then as I hover over select words, you can see how it's translating just above. This is such a quick, cool tool to have, especially when you're reading comments in another language or just want to quickly translate something. Try this out. Now, hovering to scroll is also surprisingly something I use a lot. So instead of using your traditional scrolling just like this, if you actually hover towards the bottom of the page, a little arrow appears, and by hovering over that arrow, it automatically scrolls the page down for you just like this. You do have to activate it in settings, but once it's on, it's really cool and even activates other settings. So if you're in your gallery and you hover over the thumbnail of any of your images, as you can see here, it automatically magnifies them. So you don't have to always go in the picture, check it out, then go out again, check out another picture. Simply by hovering over an image, it upscales it, and then you can see if you want to use it or not. Pretty cool. I am so surprised we are only seeing this feature now on Samsung devices, but regardless, I'm glad it's here now. And let's just say you're typing out an email and you're trying to get the cursor in a specific spot. If you actually click and hold down on the spacebar and move your S Pen or your finger anywhere within the spacebar, you can actually control where the cursor lands. So just as you see me here, it's super simple to do and way more accurate than trying to use your finger and getting the cursor in the right place. As you now know, there are so many different things you can do with the S Pen, including air motion and gestures, but another really cool thing includes the button on the S Pen. So let's just say you're in Notes and you're busy drawing a picture or taking notes, whatever it is. If you wanted to erase something, you usually have to select the eraser. Now you can just hold down the button and automatically it turns the S Pen into an eraser, and then you just select what you want to erase, and like that, it is completely erased just with the click of a button. This makes taking notes and editing notes so much easier, and again, something I use a lot. Another quick nifty thing you can do within Notes is if there are specific brushes and brush colors you like to use often, you can save them under your favorite brushes. So you just select that little icon, click the plus button, select your brush type, thickness and color, and just like that, select add, and then you no longer have to go back and rechange the brush settings every time. Now guys, I made you some epic Note 10 and Note 10 Plus wallpapers for free. You can get these from my website haylsworld.com, and I'm really chuffed with how they came out. If you want to pop them on any of your Note 10 devices, please feel more than welcome to download them, like I said, for free, link in the description. Let me know down in the comment section which was your favorite tip, trick or hidden feature. And also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, or you can check out some of my other videos right over here, but I will see you in the next one. Ta-da!